continuation of parts 5 and 6. Um, just in regards to, you know, men being action oriented and being aligned with themselves. And it's a journey, especially if you don't have male leadership, you know. But when you find yourself getting to a point where you have made progress in terms of your self development and you're making strides, you know, you'll feel called to aid those, aid, um, your fellow man. You know what I'm saying? And knowing that change takes time, it can get frustrating to constantly have to be telling someone what they need to do to change. You know what I'm saying? Because as you continue to develop yourself, your relationships are going to change. The type of people that you choose to be around is going to change because your perception has elevated. Your intelligence has increased. So you strive to create a higher way. You attain a higher way of being. So your standards rise, and what you desire to create starts to shift and change. You know what I'm saying? What you want for yourself, you set a higher standard. You see, greater possibilities, and you cannot take those with you. You can't take people with you who are not taking the information that you're giving them and applying it in a cohesive, you know, cohesive and productive way, you know. So knowing that I've brought this up in previous videos, saying that you cannot carry, it's not your responsibility to carry someone else's weight, because you as a man must learn to carry your own, and we can find ourselves being susceptible to the energies of people around us and what they have going on. And we have to, in order for us to achieve our goals, we have to set boundaries, and we have to clear those things out that are ultimately obstructions, and they serve us no good, and that can really be people, because once you clear those people out, then you actually have, you'll gain that clarity and be able to breathe just from being in your own space, So you're going to get to a point where you no longer want to associate with people that reflect a lifestyle that is no longer conducive to where you are mentally, because you have had a paradigm shift and you have developed more of an inner awareness. And from that inner awareness, you have grown stronger. So, it's not going to be long, drawn out conversations. Like, you're going to give people their chances, but people only deserve so many chances. You only deserve so many chances, because, you have to respect the timeline of things and the change and the change in seasons. You're supposed to fulfill your purpose, and you can't allow yourself to get caught up in negative cycles that will put you in a place of being stagnant. When you have these cycles going on as a man, you're going to have certain cycles that are going to require you to change from a boy into a man, and as you do that for yourself, if you didn't have appropriate male leadership and you started doing that on your own, then you've built more of a sense of self that is not codependent on people around you, and that's a problem, because I know and I've seen men be codependent on another man for their sense of emotional stability, you know, and find themselves and that's a very toxic trait. That's toxic in its low frequency, you know. And so a person can't get mad at you for no longer wanting to associate with them when you've been clear about where you stand, about where you're trying to go, what goals you need to accomplish, and what changes you need to make because of what you've been through and what you need to heal. You know, and when you start acting from that place of setting boundaries and being firm where you stand and recognizing, you know, your darkness and your light, and you're taking control. That alpha male, you know. Well, I'm not gonna say alpha. I'm gonna say that's the alpha energy, you know. And essentially, what you embody in that energy, that is what gives off the energy. That's what gives off the vibration of the alpha male, you know. So, you know, it gets to a point where, you know, you can only invest so much of your time into your friends, but then they have to get left behind because they'll end up being impediments to your own progress. You know, and I'm, you know, recognizing that in my own life is why, you know, I'm very, very agitated by the choices of others, especially individuals that I didn't give up on, you know, knowing 10 plus years or more and having a fervent desire to see them make it. And yet they continue to waste your time. They continue to, you know, not stand by their word and not act as a man, you know. So that, you know, they're gonna find themselves, you know, you speaking on your behalf and recognizing, you know, your own spiritual autonomy. You're gonna have to put them in their place. You know, like they're gonna have to be put in their place. And so doing that self-development, like if you had the opportunity to be in your early 20s and to, you know, you don't have any kids, you know, you decide to go to college and things like that, and you just, you know, focus on yourself, build friendships with women, like friendships, and not force anything. And you can still have casual sex however it comes by, but be open and honest about what you're looking for, you know. So that'll be it for the video today. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with you guys. Love.